Up next, started out with freezing temperatures this morning and another chilly day to start your day tomorrow. And then huge changes by the weekend. 80s, anyone? New numbers up next.
Live from Tampa Bay streaming news leader, this is ABC Action News, taking action for you.
You can't police a society if you don't first police yourself. We always have.
All new at 11.
And we always will.
All new at 11, the Polk County Sheriff making a promise to his community after a deputy is accused of making threats of violence against the FBI after the deadly Capitol riot, and why another deputy is being called a hero for coming forward. Plus, a possible first sign of hope for educators fighting to get a COVID-19 vaccine. What we found in the fine print for vaccination plans in one local county.
But we begin here at 11 with a live look over Washington, D.C. The night before, Joe Biden will be sworn in as the 46th president of the United States, and Kamala Harris will be sworn in as the vice president. We have a lot to cover ahead of the inauguration tomorrow. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Wendy Ryan.
And good evening, I'm Jamison Euler. Tens of thousands of law enforcement and military members are in Washington, D.C. tonight, preparing to protect our nation's capital. 52 officers from Manatee County law enforcement agencies are part of that group, as well as 600 National Guard members from Florida. Still, the message from law enforcement officials and the acting attorney general tomorrow will be peaceful.
It comes as they continue to vet and in some cases remove National Guard members assigned to the inauguration security. ABC's Alex Prescia has the new developments from Capitol Hill tonight. Again, that was Alex Prescia reporting from Capitol Hill. And just in from ABC News tonight, we're alerting President Trump and the First Lady will leave the White House and head to Palm Beach at 8 o'clock in the morning. Vice President Mike Pence and the Second Lady will attend the inauguration, and they're expected to be escorted to their motorcade by Kamala Harris and the future second gentleman, as is tradition. We'll have extensive live coverage of the inauguration of Joe Biden tomorrow right here on ABC Action News. You can also watch on our free streaming news channel that's available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Developing closer to home tonight, we're getting our first look at the Polk County deputy who investigators say made threats against the FBI. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd saying it was critical they arrested Peter Henin before tomorrow's presidential inauguration. ABC Action News reporter Ryan Smith spent the evening digging into the accusations against that deputy and finds out a friend and fellow deputy turned him in.
Ryan, thank you. Meanwhile, several new developments about COVID-19 vaccinations in Florida are still coming in late tonight. We'll break all of that down for you in just a moment. But first, let's get a look at your weather and a warm-up coming. Dennis, is it time to put away the turtleneck? Say it isn't so.
Yeah, you know, maybe not tomorrow morning, Wendy. Tomorrow morning we'll still be in the 30s and 40s. We're already down to 41 in Crystal River, 43 in Brooksville, 53 in Zephyr Hills. It will not be freezing or frosty across most of the area tonight, but if you do live in Citrus County or Hernando County, I do think there's going to be some areas with patchy frost first thing in the morning. Otherwise, skies are clear. Here's a look at those temperatures. Expecting mid-40s, Oldsmar to Palm Harbor, Clearwater, St. Pete, low 50s, Lutz at 42. Most of Pasco County, upper 30s to low 40s, maybe a few spots with some patchy frost. A better chance, though, in Citrus and Hernando, as well as Sumter County, where you'll drop down into the middle 30s, low to mid 40s from Lakeland over to Bartow, down to Arcadia, and back towards Sarasota and Venice in the upper 40s under clear skies. But as Wendy mentioned, we've got some warm temperatures on the way. 80s, anyone? They're in the forecast. I'll tell you when in a couple of minutes.
Oh, we'll see you shortly. Thank you, Dennis. Right now, Clearwater police are trying to find the man in this surveillance video. They say he carjacked a woman at the PetSmart parking lot at the Clearwater Mall this evening. Police say he pointed a knife at her while pulling her out of her car and then taking off in her car. They say he later used her credit card at a gas station in Pinellas Park. Police say before that carjacking, that man approached and threatened another woman in Costco. If you recognize him, call Clearwater police right away. Now to the several updates related to the coronavirus vaccinations here in Florida.
First, a big change meant to ease concerns about people traveling to Florida just to get the vaccine. Starting tomorrow, COVID-19 vaccine locations will require proof of residency to get the shot. You'll need a Florida ID or utility bill to show your address. Since the state opened up vaccinations to people 65 and older, there have been reports of so-called snowbirds or people who only live here part-time getting the shot over Floridians. So that means you'll need to show your proof of Florida residency at the next drive-through clinic in Citrus County. The Department of Health will hold another drive-through vaccine clinic for Floridians 65 and older this weekend. And health officials just announcing that clinic after receiving another 1,000 doses of the vaccine. The clinic will start at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning at Central Ridge District Park in Beverly Hills. Vaccines will be given on a first-come, first-served basis.
Also new at 11, the Florida Division of Emergency Management says the state received another 465,000 vaccine doses from the federal government just today. They say this shipment includes enough for people to get second doses, but those state officials did not say how the shipment will be divided up against the counties here in our state. As local counties wait for more shipments, we're learning about new ways they're preparing to make the appointment sign-up process go easier. Tomorrow, Sarasota County will launch a new registration platform. If you log on and create an account, you'll get an alert as soon as more appointments are available. We have a link to that portal on abcactionnews.com.
All new tonight, one local school district is working to get COVID-19 vaccines to its educators 65 years and older. ABC Action News reporter Haley Bull is learning more about this plan in Pinellas County that teachers call a good start. Still ahead tonight, all across the country and here in Tampa Bay, buildings are lit up in honor of those we've lost to COVID-19. The message from leaders as we continue the fight. Plus, Super Bowl 55 in Tampa will make history, and it has nothing to do with the pandemic. The person you'll see on the field who will be breaking barriers.
I have a question for everybody seeing this.
How are you doing?
We really mean it. How are you doing?
It's been a crazy year, and we all need to check in on each other.
If you're facing tough times with work, your health, paying bills,
just know you're not alone.
we see you, and we promise we'll do our part to help.
By letting you know what's going on, guiding you to resources you can use, and just starting your day in a more hopeful way.
You got this,
You got this.
and we will get through this.
Across America with Mega Jackpots. It's Mega Millions.
Hello, America. I'm John Crow. It is Tuesday, January 19th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is a huge estimated annuitized $865 million. To win that jackpot, you must bet these 5 white balls plus that gold mega ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 10. That's followed by 19. Up next, we have 26. That's followed by 15. Your final white ball number for this evening is 28. Now for the mega ball number, that is 16. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 10, 19, 26, 50, 28, and the gold mega ball is 16. Now, no matches all 6 numbers. Friday's jackpot could be $970 million. Good luck and play on, America.
Here are tonight's winning lottery numbers.
Welcome back. Let's update you on the new numbers from the Florida Department of Health. State health officials say more than 9,800 Floridians tested positive for the coronavirus in the last day. And sadly, another 162 people lost their lives to the virus. The statewide positivity rate among new tests done yesterday was just under 9%. That's a slight drop from the day before.
On the eve of the inauguration, President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris attended a vigil for the more than 400,000 Americans who lost their lives to COVID-19. ABC Action News reporter Julie Salamone shows us how Bay Area cities also honored those we've lost in the last year and made a call to keep fighting this virus. History will be made when Tampa hosts the big game in just a couple of weeks, and for the first time, a woman will be part of the Super Bowl officiating team. The NFL announcing today that Sarah Thomas will be the down judge. Thomas became the first female on-field official in 2015. The NFL's Vice President of Football Operations, Troy Vincent, released a statement saying, quote, her elite performance and commitment to excellence has earned her the right to officiate a Super Bowl.
And you can now get your tickets for the Super Bowl fan experience ahead of the big game. They went live this afternoon on the NFL One Pass app. The app and tickets are free. You just have to pick which day and time you want to go while time slots last. The Super Bowl experience opens on January 29th at Julian B. Lane Park. And we've posted all that information along with some news dropping today about who is performing during the big game on a special section of our website at abcactionnews.com/game. And guys, it may not be, of course, a traditional Super Bowl with not as many fans, but how cool it is still that they're playing right in our own backyard, right, Jameson?
Yeah, it is. If you think about it, it's a shame that so many people aren't going to be in the stands, Wendy and Dennis. But I mean, I think in a COVID year, a lot of people are going to be watching. So a lot of eyes are going to be on Tampa.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, Wendy just mentioned the NFL One Pass. I literally just downloaded that on my phone about 2 minutes ago and immediately went in, picked the time, and got the time that I wanted. So it's kind of a cool thing. I decided to go the day before the Super Bowl. By the way, this would not be our local weather lately, but it was 44 years ago. I always love to break out this picture. 44 years ago today, it snowed in Tampa. And we're not just talking a couple of snowflakes. We're talking about 2 or 3 inches of snow fell. And that was the last time we had measurable snow here in the Bay Area. Now, it snowed in the late 80s, 89, Christmas morning, believe it or not, but none of that stuck in our neck of the woods. And then again this morning from Spring Hill, Kathy showed quite a bit of white on the lawn. No snow, but frost. But there was enough frost for Paula to make a mini snowman, or I guess a frost man, because there it was. There's Frosty, right? There is Frosty this morning, as we did see some ice across our northern counties. Not so much tomorrow, although I wouldn't be surprised if maybe a few spots have some patchy frost in Citrus, Sumter, and Hernando County. Titan Doppler radar quiet now, stays that way until probably the foreseeable future. I mean, there's an outside chance of a couple of showers this weekend, but more than anything, you're going to notice those temperatures climb. Not so much in the morning, as you'll still be waking up into the low to middle 30s from Citrus and Hernando and Sumter County. Well, maybe upper 30s to low 40s Pasco County, 40s and low 50s elsewhere, but still very chilly to start. Now this morning, hit 28 in Brooksville, 30 in Inverness, 30 in Crystal River. So that freeze warning that we talked about certainly verified in those areas. Most everyone else, though, 30s, 40s, and even low 50s in St. Pete. And what's nice about this time of the year is usually, especially if it's sunny, even if it starts out frigid, we still warm up in the 60s to lower 70s. Tomorrow, middle 70s. By the weekend, probably around 80 degrees. Clear and 55 right now at the airport in Tampa. The winds are calm. There is the hint, looking into the first week of February, we cool off again with temperatures back below average. So we're still in it. That roller coaster ride continues, but we're definitely getting a break for the next 7 or 10 days. Northerly winds for the boaters at 5 to 10 knots, seas 1 to 2 feet, light chop on the bay. Florida's most accurate 7-day forecast. 71 and sunny on Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we're back in the middle 70s. Maybe a shower this weekend. I kind of doubt it, but we'll still watch it. And the next week, we're back in the upper 70s to low 80s with mostly sunny skies.
All right, thank you, Dennis. Will the Tiger King be set free? The new signs tonight, the Joe Exotic's legal team is ready and waiting for a pardon from President Trump as the clock ticks on his term.
Severe weather's closing in. The ABC Action News Storm Tracker hits the road for you. A weather station on wheels. The Storm Tracker shows you what's really going on outside.
The ABC Action News Storm Tracker is sponsored by WeatherTight Windows, Tampa Bay's replacement windows and doors headquarters.
An update for you tonight after we told you Joe Exotic's team is pushing for a pardon from President Trump before his term ends in almost 12 hours. Tonight, a limo is parked outside the federal prison in Texas where the Tiger King is being held. The legal team for Joseph Maldonado Passage, better known as Joe Exotic or the Tiger King, is facing a 22-year prison term. He was found guilty in 2019 on animal cruelty charges and for trying to hire someone to kill Carol Baskin, who owns Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa. And just last night, our I-Team detailed new evidence being presented in Joe Exotic's case. People close to him sharing new audio tapes that they hope will get the attention of the outgoing Trump administration. You can watch our full report right now on abcactionnews.com.
A heads up for people who've gotten their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine through the Pasco County Department of Health. You will be contacted soon to get your second shot. This is detailed information, but we want to make sure you know what to expect. The county says if you got a vaccine between December 31st and January 8th, you will get an email to register for your second dose. That email will come from a company called CDRM Health. It will not come from the Pasco County Health Department. From there, you'll need to make an appointment and register for an appointment there. The county will hold second dose clinics on 4 dates starting next week at the Sears Auto Center in Port Richey. We have all this information about the vaccine and updates for other counties as well on our website. Head over to abcactionnews.com. Taking one last live look outside. Dennis has a final check of your forecast when we come back. Stay with us.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Lakeland Chrysler Dodge Jeep on I-4 Exit 31. ABC Action News is sponsored by New South Window Solutions.
Chilly tomorrow, but not as cold as it was this morning. I think downtown will be in the 40s, ended up in the upper 60s to low 70s later on in the day. But I still think our northern counties, Citrus, Hernando, Pasco, and Sumter, you're going to start the day in the middle 30s. So overnight, skies remain partly clouded and clear. Even though we start out chilly, we start that warm up in the afternoon. Low 70s tomorrow, up near 80 by later on this weekend. And quickly, I just looked at the new numbers for Green Bay, the NFC Championship game. Snow and 26 degrees, possibly snow squalls. So there you go.
Tom Brady's not too bad in cold weather, so hopefully that's going to be all right. All right, ABC Action News is always on when you need us.
I'm worried about the rest of the Buccaneers. Make sure to add our free 24/7 streaming news channel to your connected device. Have a great night, everyone.